Dark screen. Only the ticking of a clock can be heard. The camera slowly zooms in on the door of an empty house. Narrator VO. One night, a woman left her house. She called her sister and said, "I'll be back in 5 minutes." Those 5 minutes never ended. Beat. Silence. Her phone's last location was a deserted road. Her car was found parked, their engine running, headlights on, but she herself was gone. Police opened a case file. The media ran headlines, people prayed. But the truth that came out shook everyone who was following this case. This is the story of a disappearance that left an entire town caught between truth and lies. And when the truth finally emerged, no one could believe it. In this video, we'll walk through step by step. The night everything began, the twists that came up during the investigation, the clue that changed everything, and finally, the real truth.
Let's start with that night. It was a small town where everyone knew each other. The crime rate was so low that people didn't even lock their doors. In this very peace and quiet lived a 27-year-old woman, we'll call her Aisha in this video, to protect her privacy. Aisha was living a normal life. Job during the day, time with family in the evening, and outings with friends on weekends. That night, Aisha texted her sister, "Leaving the office, I'll call you when I get home." After that, her phone switched off. At first, the family thought it might be a network issue, but when 2 hours passed and there was still no reply, they started to feel something was wrong. The sister went to the police station, but there was a problem. A missing person report couldn't be filed before 24 hours. This is actually a common misconception that isn't true in most places, but at that time the local police turned them away. This delay later proved to be critical to the investigation. The next morning, Aisha's car was found on the side of a deserted highway. The doors were locked, but the ignition was on. Her bag, her phone charger, everything was inside, but she herself was missing. The moment investigators saw the scene, they understood this was not a normal missing person case. Police immediately launched a search operation. Cadaver dogs, drone footage, nearby CCTV cameras, everything was checked. The first lead came from a gas station's CCTV where Aisha's car was seen 40 minutes before her disappearance. In the footage, she was alone, looking completely normal with no signs of stress or worry. But then something shocked everyone. In the same gas station's footage, another car was recorded behind her. That car followed Aisha's car down the highway. Investigators tried to track this car's license plate, but the footage quality was so poor that only a partial number could be recovered. At this point, 3 main theories emerged. Had someone deliberately targeted Aisha? There were some people at her job with whom she had professional disagreements. Theory 2, accident and cover-up. Did an accident happen and the person involved hid everything? Theory 3, voluntary disappearance. Did Aisha disappear on her own for some personal reason, like a strained relationship or financial pressure? Each theory had some supporting evidence, but none of them told the complete story. The media started covering the case, and as the story went viral, thousands of tips started coming into the police. Some useful, most leading in the wrong direction. The family also continued their own search, sharing posters on social media, announcing a reward, and the local community joined hands as well. But as weeks passed, no solid lead emerged. Then came the moment that turned the entire case upside down. A month later, a local fisherman noticed something strange near a nearby lake. He immediately informed the police. When the forensic team arrived, they found some clues that could be directly linked to Aisha's case. This discovery completely changed the direction of the investigation. But the biggest twist was this. When detectives reanalyzed Aisha's phone records and bank transactions, they noticed a pattern no one had spotted before. A few days before her disappearance, Aisha had withdrawn a significant amount from her savings. And in her phone, there were frequent calls with an unknown number, a number that didn't match anyone she knew. This clue took investigators in a completely new direction. Was Aisha running from something? Or was she chasing someone away? Was Aisha running from something? Or was she chasing someone away? When the team traced this mystery number, it turned out to be registered in a different city. And that city had a connection to Aisha's past life, something her current family didn't even know about. From here, the investigation opens a whole new chapter. A hidden life of Aisha's involving old relationships, unresolved secrets, and a truth that had been buried for years. Detectives followed this lead, and what they found completely changed the direction of the case. Finally, after months of hard work, the truth came out, and it wasn't as simple as anyone had thought. It turned out that Aisha's disappearance wasn't tied to a single cause, but to a chain of events. A connection from her past collided with her present. This combination created a situation so complicated that no initial theory was completely correct. The investigation eventually confirmed that Aisha's disappearance was neither purely a random crime or purely a personal choice. Rather, both factors combined to create a situation that no one had predicted. When the full truth came to light, it was an emotional and stunning moment for the family, the community, and everyone who had been following this case for months. This case proved that reality isn't always what it appears to be at first glance. Sometimes the answers aren't found anywhere else. They're hidden within a person's own concealed life. What can we learn from this case? First, in missing person cases, the early hours are the most crucial. Practices like the 24-hour wait rule wasted precious time in this case. Second, the role of communities and social media in cases is growing. Public tips, viral posts, and collective awareness sometimes give investigators leads that traditional methods miss. And third, and most important, every person has their own hidden world. No matter how well we think we know someone, there's always something that stays out of reach. This documentary isn't just the story of one case. It's a reminder that the truth, no matter how late it arrives, always eventually emerges. If you enjoyed this true crime documentary, like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next unsolved mystery and cold case documentary. Let us know in the comments which twist in this case surprised you the most. And if you'd like us to make a documentary on a specific real case, be sure to write it in the comments. See you in the next video, because the truth, no matter how hidden, always comes out.